At this time, I should just, with the way things are going into my 13th year in this dump. And yes, I know I just had my raise just yesterday, and I already talked about it. Still not feeling all that satisfied, but if you haven't seen that video, then it is already uploaded. I'll have my thoughts on that. But as it pertains to my long stay here, obviously I've been long overdue for a new job, right? Which means, for the most part, I'm still having to continue to work on, my job hunting. Nadine's already given me tips yesterday, so I gotta follow it as much as I could. If the competition becomes too high in some of these main job sites like Indeed and ZipRecruiter and Glassdoor, then I gotta go with the job boards. Then I gotta find recruiters from my former school, which is, Cal State Fullerton, right? So I'll take his word for that. I noted it, so I'll definitely get a chance on that. And considering I've had several interviews in the past, in 2022, all of them were just, I didn't get selected, despite those many job interviews. So, he made an interesting point about the competition, and as far as, the difference between the competition and the main job sites as far as getting a new job is concerned, and people getting recruiters, based on, from their former schools, to help them get a job. You know what I'm saying? So I've been told about job agencies. I think Laura advised me to look through a job agency. So I noted that as well. She gave me a list of some of the job agents out there. So in this topic right here, it's just, like I said, as it pertains to my long stay in this dump, dude, it's just bad things left and right, and it's just been nothing but a disaster. And I've been saying it. I hate to sound like a broken record, but I'm gonna keep saying it. The longer I stay here, the more bad things happen to me. And with these recent friend losses, I'm just gonna accept that they lost me. Okay, Dewey was the most recent one, and you got guys like Julio and Robbie, Andrew, Tristan, and those guys have pretty much got their own lives, and they've moved on well. I mean, they don't really need me around as far as like continuously hearing me at my worst. I've said that in some of the previous videos, like in the past. So for me, I already come to accept that. I've accepted that all these guys have lost me. I accepted that all the guys on my wall, my ex-coach for Memorial Wall, have lost me. Yes, I know some of them wanted to reconnect, like Lovely Mel, and guys like even if they're not officially fed up, I'm just looking at that as they're all fed up with me. I know Angelique didn't really cut ties with me like that, like officially, and so is Joanne. But the way I see it right now is, I'm treating this as they're all done with me until, as far as me accepting that they lost me, until I get a new job. And I've said it. It's only going to take a new job for me to save these friendships. To work things out with some of these guys that I lost, like the guys that I mentioned, including Dewey. My future needs to be bright when I do have a new job, because for as long as I'm still here, it's hard for me to just be myself. I'll have flashes when I'm me. Yes, the meds that I'm taking, the dosage is another 10 higher, but I don't know how long that's going to even last. At the end of the day, I still need to get the hell out of here. That I've been saying that for how many days straight? You know what I'm saying? It has to come to that in order for me to just work things out with these friends that that just lost me or just wanted to part ways with me, so that I can have a better convincing power to, to bring them back. I mean, it's not going to be all of them, but some of them, I feel confident enough to bring them back when I already found my permanent happiness, joy, and peace. And that starts with a new job. It's gonna give me a better life. I've said that numerous times, but right now, for these guys, especially the ones who parted ways with me, to see me at my worst still, there's no way. I can't allow myself to talk to these people like that. It is what it is at this point. It's I can't just continue to allow these guys to see me at my worst, and just to the point where in the end, like, they're gonna look at me as just some kind of a villain. Hell, one of them was already looked at me like a total villain, but that's already been done. But I just don't want all this bad luck to continue. I don't want it to continue. I'm sorry. There's just more bad left and right the longer I'm here. So I told you, I need a new job, to just literally save my life, to better my life, to better my chances of keeping these friends, especially bringing back those who cut ties with me. So I'm just going to keep this short, man, because I'm just accepting that all these guys have just lost me. Even if it's not official, I'm just going to treat it like they all lost me until further notice. And that further notice is, me finding a new job, and that already leads me to finding permanent happiness, peace, and joy. Peace out.